Welcome to this new season of Time with your banker and financial advisor. In this season, we'll be looking at insurance, pensions, and money transfer. Most people have heard about insurance in one form or another, whether auto, liability, disability, or life. Insurance serves as an excellent risk management and wealth preservation tool. Having the right kind of insurance is a critical component of any good financial plan. In as much as we own insurance, many of us don't understand what it is or how it works. In this season of Time with your banker and financial advisor, we will take a look at the basis of insurance, how it works, and the main type of insurance out there. Please stay glued to your seat as we look into insurance.
We believe there's nothing Africa can't achieve when we're all on the same team. That's why we're right behind you, offering a full range of accounts for everyone. From EcoBank Direct and Classic accounts to Advantage and Premier Banking by EcoBank. Because there's no limit to how far you can go when you're part of our team. EcoBank, the Pan-African bank.
With me in the studio is Mr. Ransford Osebus, a chartered insurer. Rans, you are welcome.
Thank you.
You know, we've been talking about insurance. What is it about? What is insurance about generally? How did it start?
Basically, insurance is an arrangement between two parties, whereby one party agrees to indemnify, if we say indemnify, to stand in for the other party in terms of any uneventful consequence.
But how did it start that someone must indemnify another?
Insurance dated back during the second and third millennia.
Yeah, that was before Christ.
Way before Christ,
okay.
Where the Chinese and the Babylonians, in a way to minimize their the effects of their losses, you know, they were merchants. So as they move on the seas, instead of using one vessel, they will use about 10, 20 vessels. Okay, and they will spread their wares in each of the vessels so that in case any of them somersaults, they will not lose.
So, for instance, maybe about 50 people have goods they want to ship to another country.
Yes.
They will spread it over maybe 20 vessels.
Yes.
So that should one
sink or one somersault, they will still have the... That's the way it started. But insurance in itself, in this contemporary situation, started around 1666. When there was a fire outbreak in London. This fire razed down about 13,000 buildings.
So we're talking about insurance starting as a voyage kind of thing.
Yes.
Where merchants insure against their goods because they don't want to lose everything. They are spreading.
Yes.
So you look at it basically, it's a spread.
Spread of risk.
It's a spread of risk. Instead of putting all in one basket, you decide to just distribute them so that should you lose one, the others will be secured.
When you lose, the effects will be minimized.
The effect will be minimized.
Yeah.
And you're talking about fire. So that means that we have now moved from the waters, sea waters, and we've come on land. And you are talking about 13,000 houses going down.
That was when insurance became official.
That was when. But when insurance became official, but initially it was unofficial.
Yes, it was unofficial.
They were seeking their interest.
Their interest. They don't want to lose all their wares. So in that case, let's spread the risk. Okay? But insurance itself became something everybody accepted. After that fire outbreak, a whole lot of people lost their properties and what have you. And who was going to compensate them for that? There was nobody. So they thought that then, why don't we pool resources together so that in case one or two people lose any of their properties, collectively we can help that person.
But I read somewhere that somewhere along the line, insurance companies sprout out. They sprouted out in a way that in an area, there could be one insurance company managing about 5,000 houses. Then it has not become universal.
It started from community to community.
Okay.
The fire outbreak conscientized them to do something. So assuming we're in Accra here, we'll say that, oh, let's all come together, pay something in bits, so that in case there's fire somewhere or fire begat any of us, whatever we've contributed, we'll use that to maybe build another property for whoever lost his
But
or
fire
her
is
property.
not the only thing that can bring down a house. It could be storm, it could be anything. Because those days we were in the village, when it rains, sometimes a mud house collapses and then the neighbors come together, kind of help to restructure the house so that at least we can live in a community peacefully. So it's not only fire that can prompt people to come together to take a policy.
No, you are talking of unofficial means. You get me? In the villages, yes, they pool their resources together. You might lose something. So let's all come and help and bring it back. It's a form of insurance.
Okay, but this one is unofficial.
Yes.
It's like that can we say Nobua kind of.
Nobua, very good.
All right.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
So
No,
that one, nobody is paying anything.
nobody's paying anything.
But we are seeking each other's interest.
That's it.
But you are talking about formal
Formal insurance.
Insurance.
So the fire outbreak was what prompted
people
to realize that, look, let's come together, put resources together. In case one of these things should happen again, at least we can help ourselves. That was when it started.
But did everybody rope into it?
Oh, when you're starting something new, you will not get everybody roping into it. But the majority started it. So at least as time went on, everybody saw the need to also rope into it.
So one way or the other, they pool resources. If something happens to somebody, then anything can happen. You know, there should be specifics, because if you go to those days, most houses were built by wood. So if there are no specifics, we don't have what it takes for you to be part of the insurance policy that was created then the insurer, the pool will always be paying out monies.
At the onset, it was fire. So what they were guarding against was fire.
But I'm looking at the structure. If you look at a wooden structure, it is prone to fire faster than a brick structure. So were they taking anything?
Their interests was about themselves. So you have this structure, I have that structure, I have that structure. We want to protect ourselves. So let's contribute something small. So should it happen that one of us loses our property as a result of fire, we will come to your aid.
I'm looking at the structure as it is.
They were not interested in what was made up of the structure. Their interest was the welfare of each other.
That was their interest.
That was their interest. But currently, what we are doing now is that things have been formalized. So we have items that are insurable and items we wouldn't insure. So with the wooden structure, for instance, no insurance company will come for a wooden structure. No.
That is currently.
Very good.
But in the medieval times, it was just helping each other.
It was welfare.
It was welfare. And everybody was paying the same amount.
History don't give us specifics of how much each person was paying.
Oh, okay.
What it tells us is that they came together, pooled resources together to protect each other. So that if today it's you, we all come to your aid. If tomorrow it's me, we come to my aid.
Oh, okay.
But now, when you go into the insurance policies, we look at what you have. We value it. Now we look at it in terms of value. So you have property A. How much does it value? It is based on that we charge the premium.
Mr. Sebons, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll continue with our discussion.
We believe there's nothing Africa can't achieve when we're all on the same team. That's why we're right behind you, offering a full range of accounts for everyone. From EcoBank Direct and Classic accounts to Advantage and Premier Banking by EcoBank. Because there's no limit to how far you can go when you're part of our team. EcoBank, the Pan-African bank.
Welcome back to Time with your Banker and Financial Advisor. With me in the studio is Mr. Ransford Osebonso. This program is kindly sponsored by EcoBank Ghana Limited. Jumia, Ghana's #1 online shopping platform, in partnership with EcoBank, brings to you the Jumia Mobile Week. The Jumia Mobile Week is set aside for the best discount you would otherwise not get on a regular day on mobile phone deals. Don't miss out on our mouth-watering discount on mobile phones during the Jumia Mobile Week. Save some cash now and wait patiently for your special Jumia Mobile Week package from 30th May to June 5th, 2016. Make the move today and enjoy up to 30% discount on all mobile phone purchased during the period. Jumia Mobile Week is brought to you by Jumia.com Ghana Limited and empowered by Tigo with the support of EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Mr. Ransford Osebonso, you were saying that they were all pulling risks. They don't care which structure is in particular they are insuring. Only they were putting monies aside so that they can help each other when fire breaks out. That was typically for fire. We are not talking about storm. We are not talking about tornadoes, nothing.
No, that was what they experienced at that time, and that was the let me say, the loss that spread across a whole lot of people. Okay, so that was the decision they took us at that time, and that was the commencement or the realization that, look, let's bring up something that will help in times of such unforeseen circumstances. So yes, during those days there was nothing like insurance, but that was what made people to realize the need for insurance.
So it just started that they all went into one pool, or as we have already discussed, it was in localities. This local town will have their insurance company, another local town will have their insurance company. Then that means that if a fire breaks out and one insurance company car is passing, if it's not insured with the owner of that house, that car will pass and not attend to that house.
Those days they were not dealing with insurance as they were looking at their welfare. Okay, they were looking at their welfare. 1666, there was nothing like insurance. But that fire outbreak was what conscientized them. Why don't we come together to help each other? And then it grew up. Somebody also took it up. Then let me set up a company. You all pay something small. When something happens to you, the company comes and compensates you. So that was just the beginning of the process. It was not the process itself.
It wasn't the process itself. So as we are sitting here, we can agree, but in present day terms, it will be difficult. I was thinking that as we are sitting here, we could come together and form a kind of insurance, something to cover ourselves. But that one will be, though it will be a mutual kind of fund, it will be kind of kettled down to only us.
Yes. You know, we have these cooperatives and mutual funds restricted to a group of people.
Yeah.
That is not, that is, let me call it, that's welfare, for their welfare. But when you talk about the insurance, it is open to everybody.
Everybody.
Some have captives, but we talk about insurance in general, it's open to everybody. Those days, it was fire. But now we have a whole lot of lines.
Okay. Can you mention some of the lines?
Oh, we have the motor, or what we call the auto insurance. We have the life.
Which most of Ghanaians are aware of.
Which is the common one, because it is compulsory. Yes.
It's compulsory.
Yeah.
I was thinking the other time that if I have my car and I'm driving, I don't want to insure it because let's suppose you bought the car at 1,000 Ghana cedis. How do you insure 1,000 Ghana cedis car?
You know, when you take...
Or let me take it this way. Is it everything that needs to be insured?
No, it's not everything. You are insuring because if you lose that property, its economic value will affect you so much. That's why you are insuring it.
So if you have a chair of maybe 50 Ghana cedis and you value the chair so much, you can't take insurance.
Not about you
it.
valuing the chair. We are looking at the economic value. Should you lose that chair, how much are you going to lose in terms of finance, in terms of its quantum amount terms? So if I lose if you lose this paper, and it's going to cost you only 5 cedis, what is the essence in going to insure it?
But if that is maybe 5 cedis is of wealth to somebody else.
No, we are not looking at the minority, the minute. No.
You are looking at the broader.
Yeah, broader sense of it. So yes, someone have bought his vehicle, 40,000, 50,000. With vehicle itself, we have the basic cover that you have to take. Okay, the basic cover, that's the third-party component that we have now.
I want Ghanaians to understand the essence of insurance and why they should go insure their property. So let's look at those ones, because now we are bringing the monitoring aspect of it. But let's look at how a Ghanaian can be convinced into taking insurance as a policy. Because last year, for instance, that devastating rain,
The June.
and the doomsday activities, I tell you, it really caused a lot of havoc. Really, really. So let's look at the essence. Why? Because now, if we're talking about insurance, people must understand it. It must get down to them. We want it to be broken down in such that even the market woman can know or have a reason for taking an insurance as a policy.
Insurance is basically, as I said earlier on, an arrangement. You have a property you value so much, you might lose the property. When that incident is going to happen.
So the property can be your own life, it can be an asset, it can be your child education that you are so much in love with. You want your child to maybe get to the heights, maybe emeritus or something. It is of value to you. So anything of value to you, you can insure.
Anything of value to you, which when you lose it, you might it will end up you losing. You see, when we talk about insurance, we look at the financial aspect of it. Okay, if you lose something and it will not have any economic effect on you,
then you don't need to
insure it. But it will have, if it have an economic effect, then there's a need to insure it, so that when you lose it, you not lose the monetary aspect of it. At least you'll be compensated for what you've lost.
So we are looking at insurance vis-a-vis economic value and the monetary terms.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Okay. Okay. So, and you were talking earlier on that the auto has become a kind of compulsion on Ghanaians. And I was like, if I have my own car and I have decided that I don't want to insure the car.
It's not on Ghanaians. It is compulsory. The third party component is compulsory worldwide.
It's a worldwide kind of thing. So I don't have an option.
Let me give you some basic background. Motor insurance or auto insurance started somewhere around 1818. I heard the first auto to come on the road was the Benz. And that time, you get about 2-3 people owning a motor vehicle. It was very expensive. Okay, you can't afford. So what happened was that they will ask somebody with a red flag to run ahead of the motor while the vehicle comes. The maximum speed you can go was 5 kilometers per hour. So it was just like you even walking. It was for the prestige of it.
I just don't get it. As you are sitting in your car, somebody is running with a red flag
telling people that there's a risky something coming. Okay? But in itself, the vehicle moving at 5 kilometers per hour, it's just like somebody jogging.
Apart from that, you have to pay for the person holding the flag to be running ahead of the car.
But it got to a time, okay? It got to a time when these vehicles were destroying people's property. They were even killing people.
In spite of the red flag and the marathon.
No, that time there were a few people who were having the vehicles. It got to a point people were buying. Okay, so the vehicles on the road rose up to about 10,000, 20,000.
And still marathon with red flag.
That time the marathon went off, okay? And that was when you could drive your own vehicle. But I realized that today I'll be driving, I'll hit somebody on the road. I'll hit somebody's property. I'll destroy somebody's property. And you, the car owner, or whoever was driving, was responsible to take care of whatever accident you've caused. And they were not able to do it.
Were there no horns in the car?
You know, just like our bicycles we have now, it started with no horns. If even it had a horn, we have accidents. That's why we call them accidents. They were something new. You could be crossing the road unexpectedly.
It's becoming interesting. We'll take a short break.
We believe there's nothing Africa can't achieve when we're all on the same team. That's why we're right behind you, offering a full range of accounts for everyone. From EcoBank Direct and Classic accounts to Advantage and Premier Banking by EcoBank. Because there's no limit to how far you can go when you're part of our team. EcoBank, the Pan-African bank.
Welcome back to Time with your banker and financial advisor, sponsored by EcoBank Ghana Limited. Jumia is Ghana's #1 online shopping platform. In partnership with EcoBank, brings to you the Jumia Mobile Week. The Jumia Mobile Week is set aside for the best discount you would otherwise not get on a regular day on mobile phone deals. Don't miss out on our mouth-watering discounts on mobile phones during the Jumia Mobile Week. Save some cash now and wait patiently for your special Jumia Mobile Week package from May 30th to June 5th, 2016. Make the move today and enjoy up to 30% discount on all mobile phone purchased during the period. Jumia Mobile Week is brought to you by jumia.com.gh and empowered by Tigo with the support of EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Rance, so with all the flags and the run around and the horn, they were still having accidents.
No, not at that early ages. You know, it got to a point the well-to-do started buying vehicles and the number started increasing. So you can't have a whole lot of people holding flags and then
red flags.
No.
You know, it was prestigious.
Yes.
It's like riding a motorcade in front of a Benz.
Very
4x4 or
that's it.
Lexus.
So that flag thing have to go away. Now you drive on your own. Now the number of vehicles have increased on the road, and accidents started occurring. The rate of accidents also increased. I don't have the figure offhand, but within a space of about a year, about 10,000 lives were lost.
10,000 lives
were lost
within a year.
Within less than a year.
Less than a year.
So they said no. Something have to be done. That was where this third-party insurance thing came in, because I hit somebody on the road. The person dies. At the end of the day, I'm supposed to compensate the family of.
That one you should, because maybe the person might be the breadwinner of the family.
Whether breadwinner or not,
it is life.
Very good. I've run into somebody's property. I've destroyed it. I need to put it back. So there were a whole lot of issues. People were not able to satisfy whatever promises they've made. So they said, no. In that case, then whoever buys the vehicle, it is compulsory for you to take a third-party policy so that in times of accidents, the insurance company will take care of those third parties.
So as you are buying the vehicle, you are insuring at the same time. Our time is up. We'll meet you next week to continue with the discussion. Thanks for being with us on Time with your banker and financial advisor. See you same time next week.